out here at Street Car Takeover in Edgewater Sports Park. It's just right outside Cincinnati, Ohio. We have the Ram out here. It's the first time that we're going to be racing the Ram, and pretty damn excited. If y'all haven't seen the Ram videos, just look at my previous few videos. We built a 95 Dodge Ram. It's a regular cab short bed, and then we installed a brand new crate Hellcat red eye engine that we did upper lower pulleys on. It's got a fuel system from Aeromotive in there, and it's on Holley. It's got a Holley Terminator control and everything. Turbo 400 trans. We set this truck up to mainly be a drag racing truck, and this is our first time out with it. So really looking forward to getting this thing out on the track. The weather's perfect here. It's a great track. We were here last year for the first time. So yeah, here's the truck. Have to take the mirrors off to fit it in the trailer. We are using Chase's stacker trailer for this event because he couldn't come, and all the merch and all of our stuff is in this trailer. So we hauled it with the new Denali Dually over there, and it did great. But here is the truck. Seeing on videos, everything looks kind of OE in there. We had the bed painted on it. Looks nice. Had a bunch of scratches along the bed rails, so we did that. We also painted the taillight bezels, had the bumper caps painted on it, and all that good stuff. And then we topped it off with this nice Flex undercover hard tonneau cover on there. Folding, it sits flush on there. It looks really good. Also keeps the fuel cell cool if it's sitting out in the sun. But Pete did a great job painting the bed. I mean, finally the truck looks complete now. It's super nice. We had the rear end built in it. Yesterday, we put a 325 gear in there. It had a 390 gear. And then we're waiting on our solid back glass to come in. We're gonna have that replaced, get rid of the slider window in there. And then Cam is gonna do his work and put an 850 cage in this for us here pretty soon. So we'll have this thing completely legal to go race all around the country. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and the bell notification to let you know whenever I post a new video. We're getting ready to make our roll pass right now. We're going to do roll racing tonight in the truck and see what it does. That'll give us a good idea of data-wise what it could run drag racing. Maybe even later we'll be able to drag race it. So we're going to get things ready and go out and make the truck's first pass down a quarter mile. We ran the first pass. It made a nice A to B pass. I actually started in first gear in the 400 and it dead hooked. So I think we got ourselves a good run truck. Went 130 mile an hour, very first pass. The run up is a little bit shorter for this track, so it's not a true quarter mile roll race that we normally do. So it's probably good for about 5 mile an hour difference there. So I'm pretty happy with that. But yeah, I went 130 in this truck. Very first pass down the track. It was smooth, it was straight. It was good. So I'm gonna look and see if we can maybe add some more timing to the tune. We'll look at the data log on it. We'll go out there and make another qualifying pass here in just a little bit. Everything's been going good though. We haven't had any issues at all. It's been running really good passes down the track. Finally getting the hang of the shifter and driving it. And everything's working out really good. Okay, we just ran that last pass. The 1 to 2 shift, man, it's super hard on the Motion Raceworks shifter. It's my shifter that I've always used in Nemo. You just go straight into second, and then you hold the handle in to go to third. Well, this one's opposite. You hold the handle in to go to second, nothing to go to third, and it's either like driver error on me, or the shifter's just hard to get in the second gear. I don't know. But on that last pass, probably would have went a 9, but took off great, pulled the wheels, and had a great 60 foot. And I went to go into second. I could not jam the thing into second gear. Like, it has to be perfectly just clicked in. So it's hard to do whenever you're, in the heat of the moment racing. I think it'd be better if it's just set up on the air, which that may be, the option that we have to go with on this particular setup. But I think we got the suspension adjusted good. That was the best it's ever 60 footed by far. We did lose in first round. We were kind of lower on the qualifying sheet for that particular class. The car we raced went a 940. I think he actually let out early too. So we went a 10-1 at that pass, 131. Pretty good. Really happy with the truck. First time out, and we're already making great progress with it. We'll go back out here in a little bit, see if we can get that 9-second pass before we leave this weekend. So we got the tires adjusted. We put them at 22 PSI. So we start at 16 to start the weekend. We're already up to 22 PSI. We also changed the suspension settings on the QA1s back there. We also changed the suspension settings there. They're about 50-50 on the settings, soft to stiff. We did adjust the fronts a little bit too. We tightened up the front actually a little bit there. And that seemed to do the trick. The truck's hooking up now. Before it would not. It would kind of unload real quick, and it'd get off the back tires. Now it's kind of staying up, which is what we want. I'm sitting here doing it, and it seems like it's super easy now, but for whatever reason, when we're actually racing it, it just like doesn't operate like that. So it's probably just me, guys, but it's tough either way. But yeah, so we'll let this thing cool down a little bit, and we'll try to go out there and make a pass. We've had a lot of delays today with the oil downs on the track.